Hey guys, what's up, everybody? Movie Buff Channel here. Today, what we're gonna talk about is we're gonna just do a little bit of talking about talk about the returned Bates Motel, Walking Dead, and Better Call Saul. So as you guys all probably know, Walking Dead season is in the midst right now. It's in there. Great. It's so far it's been a really good season. Better Call Saul. Last episode was actually really cool. What else? Bates Motel is returning in like a week. The return came on this Monday, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue on. What else do we got? Let's see. And that's it. And if we can talk about some other stuff. But I think for the most part, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let me just fix something. Okay. So let's start with Walking Dead. Walking Dead so far this season has been pretty cool. They found a new base, which is always good. You know, bases are fun. It means they get to live. They're still feeling it out, seeing what's up with it. Making sure everything's pretty cool, everything's swell, everything's nice and fresh and clean. Oh, buddy, oh, pal. What else? Well, then we had so basically this is what happened in the episode. So they're at the camp, and they're feeling at the camp, and Carol was pretty creepy in this episode. They're stealing weapons just in case stuff goes south. They're hiding the weapons. So the main central of this episode was that there was this party going on, and they were all everyone's going to the party except Dale didn't. But you get to meet the leader. Well, you've already met the leader, but you get to meet people of the town. You get to Carol, I believe. No, not her. I don't remember who flipped out and said you owe the Andrea. No, not Andrea. I don't remember her name, but she was like, oh, I'm worried that you won't like the cookies or whatever, and she flipped out. She's like, that's what you're worried about. This is the zombie apocalypse. That's not what you're worried about. You don't get worried about that kind of stuff. You can't. That's dumb. So then she kind of flips her poop on that kind of stuff. What else happens? We got, what else happens? Carol threatens a little kid. She threatens to tie him to a tree outside the camp and make him get attacked by walkers. That was pretty creepy. I guess it was doing it for the camp and to make sure where people stayed safe, but it's still kind of weird. Carla's got a little thing with this other fellow kid at the camp. I don't know. Rick has a thing with a girl at the camp, but she's married, but they kissed. So, I know there's gotta be something there. Let's see. What else we got for you today? Ooh, what else do we got? We got Better Call Saul. This one's about Mike and how his stuff about his backstory, really. So this is about how Mike had a son in the police force. He was killed in action. And then 6 months later, his partner and his officer were killed again. And then that's in the past. And then the police come to Mike and say, what's up with this? We just want to ask you some question. So he says, I'll call my lawyer in, which is Jimmy or Saul, both of them are. Saul Goodman, Jimmy McGill. So he calls him in, and we learn through backstory that his son was killed by these two cops because he wasn't corrupt, and they thought he might turn them in. And then we also learned that Mike killed the two cops. So the police kind of suspect him for killing the two cops, and we learn that he actually did. But it's because they killed his son, which obviously then that's justifiably that has some kind of justification in it somewhere. I mean, obviously, he's still not great to kill, but I mean, it's never good to kill. I mean, I do it all the time, but that's different. You know, I'm allowed to kill. I have a license to kill. I'm James Bond. You know, and you don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna move on. Okay. So that was it. Was an interesting episode. It was an interesting character piece. We learned a lot more about Mike. Again, I haven't seen all of Breaking Bad, so I don't know how much of this we knew from Breaking Bad, but I learned that. What else? Bates Motel returns this week, I believe. I'm not sure which night. I think Wednesday. I've had the privilege to see the next full season because my mom works on the show, so I've seen the whole next season because I'm special, because I'm better than you. Just kidding. It'd be really mean if I was just like that all the time, just always like, I'm better than you. You guys would not like me. I mean, people don't like me anyway, but why don't you like me? Anyway, moving on. What else happened this episode? This episode, Bates Motel, you're gonna see a much darker side to Norman. Norman starts to go crazy. You're gonna see a cooler side, a badasser side to Dylan and to Romero. Cannot stress the badassness of Romero and Dylan in this season. What else? Because there's gonna be a lot of plot twists and a lot of important stuff happening. I think this is one of the most eventful seasons of the show's history. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about this thing called The Returned. The Returned is a show by Andy. I've seen the first 1 or 2 episodes because, again, I'm pretty special. Again, this kind of looks like I have no arms. Yeah, so again, it was pretty uneventful. It was pretty, let's see what happened. We got, first off, we have, it's based on a French show, which they had 8 episodes of, I believe. It was limited, basically. They haven't made one in a while, but they're gonna bring back a second season. About, I'm not gonna give away too much, but like, so bus crashes, and a girl comes out of it, and she comes home, and we learn that, you know, she's like, she's like, where's the bus crash? It turns out it's been like 3 years. That's all I'm gonna say, because that you can know from like the French version or whatever. There's multiple people who are coming back who like no one knows who they are. They've been dead for a while. So it's playing on that idea of death, and it's such a happy show. It's just about death, and you know, I love shows like that, don't you? I love them so much. What else do we got? We got ourselves. So those are the main 4 shows I'm gonna be following. Walking Dead, again, it was a great episode. You know, Walking Dead, you can always expect a solid outcome. I just really hope that this isn't like what they did for during that season 2, which is gonna be a ton of I just hope it's not gonna be a ton of sitting on at the camp, really. That would really suck. Because, you know, that's not what we like. I mean, it's good to see them safe, but it's not as fun to see them safe. I mean, I know that's kind of messed up. But, you know, it's not as fun when they're safe. It's more fun when they're living on the edge of their seats. So, you know, hanging on the edge of your seat, but at least they're keeping it done. They don't even totally trust the people, and they're thinking about maybe taking it over. So that's giving you that little bit of extra edge. It's not just them there chilling. It does have that little bit of extra edge because of the whole not trusting, or maybe will take over. These people are weak, kind of aspect. For Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman was not in this episode a lot. Let me see. Let's see. We also have some cool things with Saul. We don't know as much about Saul's brother's condition yet. If you guys remember, like 2 episodes ago, his brother was exposed to like tasers, and he's allergic to electricity, so he can't be exposed. Someone's coming into the house. Just kidding. That's just the bedroom door. So of course that's got a storyline there with it. So his brother's in the hospital right now, but he's allergic to the sun. So, and cops came in and shot him with a taser. If you're like allergic to electricity, tasers aren't the best thing in the world. I mean, I'm just guessing on a scale from 1 to 10, they're probably around 9, maybe 10, maybe 11 or 12, because that stuff, in case you didn't know, tasers are electricity. So, that's not the greatest thing to do. What next? Bates Motel again, you're going to see. I want to talk about it more when it comes on, so I can talk about what's been happening here. There's something happening here. No, sorry. But Bates Motel again, you're gonna be seeing very dark side. I don't know when it comes back, but you guys should watch it. It's actually really good this season. I haven't seen all the episodes. I've seen most of the episodes, and I know what happens throughout it all. Because I'm a genius. I just like I just like, oh, what's gonna happen. This is gonna happen. The sad thing, is there's characters that all gonna die because they're not in Psycho, like well, anyone besides really Norman. Norman's like really the only one. I mean, I guess people can move away. Let's see. Like Dylan kind of has to die, I guess, because he's not in Psycho and they never mention him. I guess if Dylan could run away. Let's see. Norma doesn't need to die, does she? No, I don't think. No, Norma doesn't necessarily need to die. Norma could. Oh, I mean, sorry. Of course, Norma needs to die, of course, because in the end of the Psycho, turn around. By the way, comment below if you have any questions. Just go fast. Just to see what you like. Let's see. What else we got? So that's just the sad thing. There's some characters that are gonna die, and that Norman in the end is gonna turn like total baddie, like not baddie as in a cool way. I mean, he's always gonna have that innocence to it. He has that even in Psycho, but he's gonna turn into a murderer, which sucks. It actually doesn't suck. It's okay. It's pretty cool. It's cool. I like it. It's funny. So then Returned again. I think there's already been one episode out. It's on A&E on Monday nights. But let's see. I mean, it's a good show. It got really good reviews from the critics. A lot of the time, it's hard to please critics when it's based off another show because you're comparing it to that show. But luckily, this thing actually is doing really well, which is really cool. Like a lot of the time, that kind of stuff does not happen. So that's really surprising that it's doing so well. No, not that it's doing so well. That it's really cool that it's getting good reviews when it's really hard to get good reviews off a when your TV show is based off of something, because they're comparing you to the original and they're trying to make you slip up a little bit, which sucks. I know, guys. Trust me. It sucks. I just hate it. It sucks. I don't know where I'm going with that stuff. That's like I'm not a funny guy. I don't know why you guys let me still be on YouTube. You should really just like kick me off. Honestly, I'm terrible at life. No, that's weird. I'm not terrible at life. But anyway, so it's a really good. It's a really good show. You guys should check it out. It deals with some death themes. It deals with some and the thing about making a show when it's like it's a mystery is you can't make it the same, so it's not going to be exactly the same. So looking up what happened in the French version is not going to help you, because obviously you need to have a change in it. You're gonna have a change in it, obviously, when it's something like that, because I don't know, because there's gonna be a change in it, because you can't just have because then everyone's gonna know the ending. You know, it's not fair to. It doesn't make sense to give away the ending because then anyone can look it up. So it's not going to be a mystery if anyone with a computer can look online what happens in this show at this time. So it's not they're gonna change it up, obviously. They're gonna add some cool things. They might take away some cool things. They're not gonna take away cool things. They're only gonna add cool things, obviously. You know, it's just, I don't know. So yeah, so that's gonna be fun. That's, I don't know, again, it didn't connect to Instigator, guys. Sorry, I gotta figure this out. I just gotta send the link earlier. This sucks. I want with it, because since this one's longer, I think we'll keep this on my channel. That's my bad. Again, Insticator, if you're watching this, you can put this up now. I mean, I guess until, if it's still not live. But thank you guys all for watching. I am Movie Buff Channel, and I will see all of you guys later. Peace.